This is a demonstration of how you can use open source technologies to read the text out loud from a book. It's a pretty simple setup. You just need a way of taking photos, a way of getting those photos onto a computer, and then correctly install a bunch of open source programs. In this I'm using Windows. Most of these are available cross-platform. They're all certainly available in Linux, and I'm using my Android phone as a webcam server so I can take photos off it programmatically. For that I'm using a little program called IP Webcam, which allows any computer on the same wireless network to poll for pictures from the phone's camera. And so that's what you've got here. This laptop's on the same wireless network as the phone, and that is the image of the book that the Android phone is seeing right now. You can see the real-time images are coming in. So what IP Webcam allows you to do is make a call to the phone and download a photo from it. And that's what I do in this little batch script here. This is using the Windows version of Wget, which will call the phone, and it will call for photoaf.jpg, which prompts IP Webcam to take an autofocus picture and pass it to the script. And Wget will save that to the computer, which I then pass to ImageMagick, which I use to convert the JPEG to a TIFF without any compression, so that it can be read by the image to text program, which is Tesseract, and that's probably the best OCR software which is free and open source that there is, and it's pretty good. It will generate a text file of all the text it can extract from that image, and it will pass it to espeak, which is the final point in the chain. And espeak is another open source program that will read the text file out loud in a computer synthesized voice. So it sounds pretty funny. The character recognition isn't perfect. I should definitely be using a better camera than my Android phone, and the lighting isn't ideal. Even so, it manages to get a reasonable amount of the text, and I think with some modifications, a better camera, better lighting, it would be pretty usable. So I'm going to give it a go. I'm just going to call speak.bat, which is my program, and that will tell that to take a photo. Let's give it a go. There you go. That's now processing through Tesseract. It should start reading aloud.
Introduction. A few years ago, one ZTT 1011 event where the guest speaker was a cabinet member LRT conversation afterward. The subject of long-term petroleum supplies came to. He warned that at some point, perhaps
so it's pretty good. It's getting most of that.
Put his KCY in his car's ignition, turn it until nothing would happen till that, because there would be no gasoline. What shocked me was his ignorance of economics of depletable resources. If we ever run out of gasoline, it will be a long, slow process of steadily rising prices, not a sudden surprise, but the astonishing conservatism of his view of the future. It was as if a similar official, 100 years earlier, had warned that by the year 2000 the streets would be sea-clogged with HNRS, even Euras to be impassable. I do not know what the world will be like a century hence, but it is not likely to be a place where the process of getting from here to there begins by putting a key in an ignition, turning it, and starting an internal combustion engine burning gasoline.
So that's pretty good. We've got most of that paragraph. You can see the files that it's generated here. There's the text file. Pretty good. The next step in the process is finding a way to automatically turn the page at the end of the reading. And for that I'll be using, hopefully, my little robot arm down here.
The idea for the course started with two obscure technologies, public key encryption and nanotechnology. As the course developed, I 3L